just read a comment. I just read a comment. The homie Little Hawk said, did I mess it up? Am I okay? I think I kicked the cable. Am I good? Yes, I'm good. I'm good. I was laughing at a comment that the homie Lil Hawk put in the chat about them cow feet. Hey, now you gonna be on there looking at them cow feet, you feel me? Hey man, let's get into it, man. I need y'all help with something before I get into it, but let's get the pleasantries out of the way while people filter in. Um, let's get the pleasantry out of the way. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the price action recap for February 16th, 2023. This year skating, y'all. This year skating. Hey, if this your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, please allow me to say welcome. If this is not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I still want to say welcome. But I want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in with me here at Tim's Tidbit. Hold on, y'all ain't tell me I ain't got the soul glow on. Hold up. Just let your soul glow. For always tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, hanging out with me and my homeboy back here. He go by the name of Spidey. He's back there chilling by the window, watching the cars pass by. Hey, if you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day, and I talk about the price action dealing with the S&P 500. Why do I do this? Because I want to help someone like you get your aha moment when it comes to trading, when it comes to investing, anything stock market related. I want to help you get your aha moment when it comes to reading the price section, because reading the price section is in my humble opinion, is the best way to identify when you want to make an entry or exit, be it a swing trade, be it a day trade, be it a long-term investment. I feel like understanding how to read the price section can help you make that decision. Now, that's out of the way, I'm going to take me a sip of water because I'm quite parched. And while I'm sipping this water, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and click the bell notification so you know when I go live. I go live every day, once at 9 a.m. Eastern Time and once at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. But while I sip on this high-quality H2O, click the subscribe button. Delicioso. Click the like button too. Now, before I get into it, this is what I need y'all help with. Y'all know how I am. Anybody who somebody trying to airplay something on the TV back here? Calandra, that's you? You're airplaying on my TV back here. I can't. I'm back, y'all. I jollipies for that. We got a technical household, and the devices go to talking to each other sometime. I need y'all help before I get into this. I done called the homie Zay. He showed me how to put it in here, right? But you see this easy bot right here, this easy poll bot that I put in. I done did everything I know how to do. Like I put this in here and I asked the question, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all want me to explain this or just cover the price action as normal, right? And then I was like, how do you put a poll in so I can get people to vote, right? So I went in, did everything I was supposed to do, right? Put the poll, create poll, put in the question, yes. Click the answers, answer 1, yes. Answer 2, no, right? And then when I press enter, come here. It was doing that earlier. How do I get out? Like, I can't even get out of the freaking poll. There you go. Hit it. It says, I do not have the required permission to perform all the actions. Please make sure I have the following permission. And so it's showing a X on manage messages. It's got manage messages. It's got view channel and like all of that, right? Everything is in there. But I don't, when I go to the freaking permissions, who know how to fix this? Do somebody know how to fix this? I done did everything I know how to do to fix this. I'm going crazy. I'm not going to be able to move on until I figure this out. Right? Roles. I got the easy bot in there. They above like other stuff. Like it said that you have to have stuff above. Need help with permissions. Oh, that went to a different screen. I guess don't nobody know because ain't nobody putting nothing over there. I saw something. God dog it. I saw something else that said it let me see something. It had me showing something else in roles. Manage roles, manage emojis, manage server, create invites, manage nicknames. See, I didn't see anything. It say send messages, create public threads. I didn't see anything that said manage messages. It's right there. It's on. It's on. It's got, it said it didn't have, but when I looked at the thing, it said it didn't have managed messages. Managed messages is turned on. Maybe it's the channel. Hold on, let me see. Y'all click the three dots on the right. On the right of managed messages. Let me see something real quick. All right, permissions. All right, it's added in here. They added inside there. Let me go back over here. Rows. Ah, God dog it. I didn't want to do that. I don't know, man. It's driving me crazy. And it's right there. It's got managed messages. Huh? It say view server as role. It said view server as role. And then bots. Bots is I think that's a, let me see. Bots, this a total different one, but I'll just change it on there because easy bots is there. That's a total different thing. But we're gonna try that. Members. See, that's not even like what's name not even in that one. I don't know, man. I'll mess with it later, man. I'll mess with it later. I can't do it later. I gotta try it now. If this don't work, I'm just gonna mess with it later. Oh well. I'm like super stressed, man. Super stressed. I can't even think right now. Now do the bots. I tried both. It ain't working, man. Yeah, appreciate that, Ruben. It ain't working. I'll try to figure that out later. Anyway, what's going on, man? Like, what's up to everybody in here? Shout out to everybody that tapped in. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. This right here. Did y'all want me to break this down right here? Y'all put a 1 in the chat. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to break this down. Y'all notice my other screen where I be having all the junk on it. Can y'all imagine looking at the screen like this right here the whole time? Y'all, I would go slap crazy if I had to look at this the whole time. It's so much on there. Do y'all want me to break that down? Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to break that down. If not, I'll just go through the price action just like normal. Speaking of the price action, let's go over here and holler at our homegirl. Y'all know who she is. She go by the name of Spyleen. The ETF that tracks the performance of the SP 500. We wrote a song for you. Want to hear it? Go. Spyleen, Spyleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm glad that you came through. Spyleen, look what you done do. Look what you done do, Spyleen. In aftermarket, Spyleen already took out the daily low. Spyleen looked like she on her way to take out this weekly sell side. She looked like she on her way to take out that weekly sell side. That's what she looked like she trying to get. Do she want to go there? I don't know. Was she coming down here just to feel this volume imbalance? I don't know. I don't know the future. I see some double H, HE double hockey sticks to the yes. I see some ones. Not slap crazy. The power hour move that made the downside was crazy. Yes. And the power hour move, if y'all know, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Spyleen already took out the sell side liquidity. Can that be like a precursor to we gonna run the sell side and take off tomorrow, or we gonna run the sell side and bust these lows, or are we gonna run the sell side, push back up a little bit, then bust the lows? Raggy. Around here, it's discipline over dollars. We don't chase price. Speaking of discipline over dollars, shout out to folk that's been supporting the merch store. Discipline over dollars. If you like this and any other merch that I be wearing, I'll try to remember to start back again. I usually rock a TLR, a Spider Gang shirt every day, and I had got real slack about it. But if you want to support the channel in a financial way, hey, there should be somewhere on the YouTube where you can shop, or you can just go to thenewtlr.com and buy you some Spider Gang merch. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting the merch. Back to what I was saying. Let me move this out of the way. We done talked about Spyleen. We came and visited her. Thanks for the tea and crumpets. Speaking of tea and crumpets, I ain't seen Brittany in a month of Sundays. So we're just gonna start from here. We're not gonna pull all the other junk over there. We're gonna start from here so I can talk through it. And hopefully it makes sense as I go along, right? All of the black spiders that were tuned in to this morning's live, y'all know I had put this green line down here as the sell side liquidity that once we had ran the lows, right? Once we had ran the lows on the 938, 937 candle, that's where I marked the sell side at, right? And then we were dilly-dallying in this area right here. When we came and we pulled back down, we was just waiting. We were hanging out and waiting for an opportunity to see if the market wanted to go long or wanted to go short, right? throughout that, well, I just walked through it. I'll walk through it here, right? We were in like this weird little high resistance area, right? These 1 minute candles. So mind you, these 1 minute candles, if 1 minute candles ain't your thing that you do, I jalapies. But we were watching price, and we wanted price to get outside of this high resistance area. Where we at? 930. Where was it? It was, I pointed out this fair value gap, and then ICT had pointed out this right here, that breaker right there. ICT had pointed out this breaker, right? He pointed out that breaker. I had pointed out this fair value gap, and I said we were in between opposing PD arrays, right? Y'all already know this is gonna drive me crazy if I don't put this the right color, so I know what I am looking at. Bearish fair value gap, right? That's a bearish fair value gap on the 1 minute, and we had a bullish breaker, right? I'm walking through this right here so that we can get to why I did what I did. So we got the bearish fair value gap, and we got the, what is this? Hold on, get out of the way. You're blocking. I can't see my people. Get out of the way. Move. Get out the way. Get out the way. All right. So got everything together now. And now I can see y'all. I couldn't see y'all. I got to make sure y'all can see. So we was in between opposing PD arrays, right? Because price is chopping around here. We just now. Let me go back, make sure I got you in the right mindset that I was in looking at this, right? We came down, we took out this white line here is yesterday's low. So we came down and we took out the daily sell side, right? Once we took out the daily sell side, right, we dropped down and we ran below some lows over here. And not only did we run below them lows over there, we came back to, let me get here. Let me add this to that chart where y'all can see it. All charts apply. Boop! Right there. That right there is a new week opening gap, right? That's a new week opening gap. Let me add this to all charts. Boop. Right? So boom. That's a new week opening gap that we came down to. So we came down, we took out sell side up under this white line right here. Move out the way, chart. This white line right here, we took out sell side, consolidated right up under the bottom of the sell side. Then we ran down, right? Once we opened up, once the market opened up, we ran down, took out the sell side again after running sell side, and stopped at the new week opening gap. Then we just dilly-dallied in that area, going between the equilibrium of the new week open gap to the sell side. You know what I'm saying? Messing around right here around this breaker, came back down to the new week opening the gap again. And then we got the pang-ow, right? Once we get pang-ow, right? That's the move. I talked about this on the live with the Black Spiders today. That's the move we were waiting for. I call it the pang-ow. ICT called it distribution, right? Once we got the distribution, that's the algorithm tipping its hand that I'm ready to go in this direction, right? Once we got the pang-ow, right? I immediately said, I want to go long, but right now we're in between opposing PD arrays. So this is still high resistance, right? And then I pointed out that because we were in between opposing PD arrays, this fair value gap right here, if this bearish fair value gap was not here, this fair value gap would have been my entry, right? That's what I said on the live this morning with the black spiders. I said this would have been my entry. It's probably going to go on without me, but since we got this bearish fair value gap above it, my rules ain't going to let me get into this trade because this is high resistance. My rules don't, they say, hey, don't put yourself in a high resistance liquidity run, right? So this is how we're in between opposing PD arrays, right? One of my notes that I put down in my master plan book under here, under the ICT section, right? It says wick theory. No, that's wick theory. Purge. Nope. Where is it? High resistance liquidity runs, right? These some of the signs. The market printing conflicting PD arrays. That's one of the signs right there. Conflicting PD arrays. Bearish fair value gap on top of price, bullish breaker below price. We're in between conflicting PD arrays. That's one of the signs for your high resistance liquidity run, right? So my rules won't let me get in on this fair value gap, right? This breaker, that's a nice entry on a breaker. If you're a breaker trader, matter of fact, this breaker ended up being, if you were the black spotters and you saw my journal notes that I shared, if you downloaded my journal notes that I shared, I said that this breaker right here ended up being the entry for this price move right there that we was trying to get long on, right? So back to what I was saying, right? So we got the pang. That was the market's clue that I want to go this way, right? That was the market's clue that I want to go this way. Once the market gives me that clue of I want to go that way, right? I start to look for where is the buy side, right? And looking at this run, I know it's a huge meltdown, right? Where is the buy side? We got buy side there, maybe. Think it's buy side there? Yeah, it's some short-term buy side, but where is the real buy side, right? My eye comes all the way up to right before this news candle right there. That's the most predominant area of buy, because we consolidated it just a little bit before the news then dropped, right? Now, what else about that area right there made me look at that area as the area for the buy side, right? Let me add this to the chart, right? Boop. Y'all know what that is? That right there is a new day opening gap, right? It's a new day opening gap. Come here, mouse. From over here somewhere. It's, what day is that? The 14th, right there. That's from there. From the 4th, I guess I could have clicked on that instead of trying to move it. Anyway, from the 14th, that's a new day opening gap from the 14th, right? What else is in that spot right there? All right, come over here, click on that, put it on all charts. Boop. That's a new week opening gap. So right there, a little bit above consequent encroachment on the new week opening gap, right? That would be right here. Boop. Add that to the chart. That's consequent encroachment on the new week opening gap. So just above consequent encroachment on the new week opening gap is a new day opening gap, right? I said, ooh la la. That's where the algo probably will target for buy side liquidity on this price leg right here, right? Once I identified that, right, now I can go in and use my fibs to get an exact price above this buy side that I expect the algo to attack. Well, Tim, which swing high you gonna use? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. Let's ask the community. Can anyone tell me, right, just by everything that I just said, what swing high will I be using to predict an exact price above the what's the name, right? Which swing high or and swing low will I be using, right? Do anybody care to take a guess? You ain't got to like you ain't got to give me like exact times or nothing like that, right? You ain't got to give me, okay, let me give you some times, right? The 930 swing low, the 1003 swing low, the 1017 swing low, 930, 938, 1003, 1017. Which swing low would I use to predict how far the market will go above here to get an exact price? Does anyone want to take a guess? 930, 938, 1003, 1017. I got 938. Rich Genius says 930 swing low. That's this one here. 938 swing low. That's this one here, the bottom. 1003 swing low. That's this one over here. 930, 930, 938, right? I personally you can use any of the swing lows from once we made the low, right? You can use any of the swing lows from once we made the low, right? But me personally, the swing low that I target is the one once we get the pang out. So once we get the pang out here, right there, that's when the market is saying, I want to go this way. And once the market says, I want to go this way, that's when I start looking for where's the buy side is going to attack. So that's when I want to say from here, once the market said, I want to go this way, and it gave me a pullback. It's giving me a pullback for an entry. This is just the way it worked out in my head. Is this right? Is this how ICT think about it? I don't know. But this is what's been working for me, right? So we get the pang now. So that means I'm using the 917 swing low. And where do I anchor it to? I anchor it on the 917 low, and I go back to the previous high of the pang leg right there. I bring it from here to there because this is the high on the pang leg. This is the entry opportunity. This is the market saying, I'm ready to go this way. This is the entry opportunity. Now you giving me the opportunity. Where can we go? Right? Looking up. I see highs. So that's when I pull out my handy dandy Fibonacci. Come here. Handy dandy Fibonacci. Right? Anchor it to the 917. It'll be 916 on Trading View. 917 candle, 916 candle. Back to the 1013. I said 9. 1017, 1016 candle. Back to the 1013, 1012 candle. Because that's the high of the pang. And then the low, the swing low that was formed afterwards. Right? Let's go in and set the fib extensions fib projections, set projections, hit apply, right? We're going to hit apply. And if you look right here, let me hide this. Is the thing probably in the way I can't hardly see. But what's the deviation level above the buy side liquidity line, right? Where'd my line go? Oh, I didn't put my line on there. I'm sorry. Let me pop the line back up for y'all. I didn't put the line on this chart, right? So we're going to come. Can I highlight it? And if you don't let me highlight this doggone line, that's not the line. That's the word. Freaking candles. That's the word, man. I need the line. Line 41. What line is that? The right line? It won't let me. Now, hold on, man. I'm trying to. I got so much junk on the There it is. Got it that time. Okay. There it is. All charts. I got so much junk on here. Boom. So there we go. Now, what's the deviation above this line, this buy side, right? Again, that buy side is at a new day opening gap. That buy side is inside a new week opening gap. We came down to a new week opening gap. Then we got a pang-out. Once we got the pang-out, the entry pullback back to the high of the pang-out leg, right? And then projected up from there. What's the deviation above that buy side, right? This deviation here, I'm not targeting that. This deviation right there, it's just below that high, right? It's one right there. You can target that if you want to front run it. If you like, okay, it may not get there, I'm going to target this one because it's really close to it. You can target that. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't saying you got to go all the way up here. I'm just sharing what leg I picked it and why, right? And so the deviation, and I learned from ICT, what's the deviation above the high, or the deviation below the low, right? The deviation above the high is up here, right there at 41, 45, 25, right? So I put the I click, that's not, come here. Get on the freaking line. I can't get on the line. I got so much junk on here. Anyway, that pink line right there, right? That pink line right there is 41, 45, 25, right? So that's why I picked that swing, that price leg, because that's after the pang-out, the breaking market structure, the retracement back to the breaker, right? And then as you see, we took off again. Like here, I didn't get picked up. This was where I was trying to get picked up on this fair value gap down here. No. I was trying to get picked up here on this fair value gap right there. Once we broke past this bearish fair value gap and came back and used it as support, left a fair value gap, I was trying to get picked up here. Price never came back to get me, and it kept going. And that's when I put out the what's name saying that the entry for this run right here, it wasn't, it could have been this breaker, but it wouldn't have been my entry because we were still in opposing PD arrays, but the entry ended up being this order block right here. This 2 candle order block right there. When we came back down and touched that 2 candle order block, that ended up being the entry for this the buy that we was trying to enter this morning. I was looking for the fair value gap because I lean more toward fair value gap entries, but this one here was a buy off of the order block. That's what it was. So that's why I picked that one right there. And as you see, when we move over, price came up and got to it beautifully right there. Let me shrink down this what's the name? I don't want to extend it to the right, and we're gonna move this over to we'll just put it to 11 o'clock. That should be good. Lie. Yes, that's good. To 11 o'clock. Boom. There you go. So now coming to the sell side over here. How did I target the sell side, right? What did I use to target the sell side? Now that I explained everything over here about why I set my fibs to target the buy side, coming over here looking at what price has done, we've come up, we've hit, you know what I'm saying, almost at the top of the new week opening gap, right? Took out the buy side, and then we come down, hovering around the new day opening gap, right? Hovering around the daily equilibrium. No, is that for today or yesterday? I think that might be yes. Yeah, that's yesterday. Yes, that's just yesterday. Hovering around the daily equilibrium, and then we get the pang out to the downside, right? We get the pang out to the downside. Now, the pang out to the downside, the market is saying, I want to go that way, right? So looking at what price did, we came from a new week opening gap up to a new week opening gap, and then pang out, right? We get the pang out. Now, as ICT teaches, right? Y'all, while I keep talking about this right here, as ICT teaches, we where's, hold on, I got to put the stuff back on the screen. As ICT teaches, we have an end of day macro. Put it on chart. Add it to the chart. Apply. Text. End of day macro. All charts. Apply. Right? We got an end of day macro that runs between 315. Right? We got the 315 calendar here, all the way up to 1600, all the way up to 4. So from 315 to 4, there's an end of day macro that runs, and the end of day macro job is to attack liquidity that has not been purged, right? Liquidity that has not been purged. What do we do up here, right? What do we do up here? What was this pink line right there? That pink line right there was my, put this on all charts, right? That was my buy side liquidity purge target, right? So we have purged the buy side liquidity. The end of day macro job is to do what? Attack liquidity that has not been purged, right? So when I was getting ready to go get the boys, right? When I was getting ready to go pick up the boys, I go pick them up at 3:30, right? Looking at what price has done, what swing high did I use to attack the sell side down here. Remember, we marked out this sell side this morning on the live together. When we was on live together this morning, when we was getting ready to look up, we marked out this sell side, right, together. So where can we attack this sell side? And you see, that's my projection right there. So based off of that, was it that's equal highs? So I'm gonna come here. You got let's say the 238 swing high, the 256 swing high, right? The 309 swing high, or the 324 swing high. Which swing high did I use to project the possible attack on make sure y'all can see my screen. Y'all can see my screen, right? Yes, y'all can see my screen. Which swing high did I use to attack the what's the name? The say 1030. 238, 256, 309, or 324. Which swing high did I use to predict, going based off everything we said over here, right? Which swing high did I use to predict the purge 256, 256? Let's see, what's this? Okay, 256. We got two 256s. 309. We got a 309 right here. 309. So we got 256, 256, 309, and 256. Marcia 256. Lil Hawk 256. Seawalk 309. Here to Learn and Share 256. Run the Green 309. Anybody else? Anybody else before I share which one I did and why? Anybody else before I share which one I did and why? Okay. 309. Ty said 309. All right. 309 it is. 309 it is. And do y'all know why I chose 309? As I mark out the fibs, give y'all time to put it in the chat since it's a delay. Why do y'all think I chose 309? Why do y'all think I chose 309? 309. And then I came back to, I went from 309 and came back to the low of what? Right? You could have used this over here too. You could have used this one over here too, right? But and why did I choose this one? And why you could have used that one over there? Because this one here is after the pang out. Is the one, it's the first one after the pang. This the pang out. This the distribution. Pang out to the downside. Took out sell side. We just ran buy side. Took out sell side. Right? We coming into the macro hour. Right? We coming into the macro hour. It gave pang out. I want to go this way. We coming into the macro hour. What is the macro job? To attack liquidity that has not been purged, right? We just purged buy side, right? So when you get the pang out, now it's giving you a clue. I want to go down. Where's the sell side that it can possibly want to attack, right? Anything down here, right? Anything down here. So looking to the left, right? Where are the sell stops? Most of the sell stops gonna be sitting up under here. Why? Because anybody that went long in this area on this price leg here, the most highly probable place their sell stops is going to be is under here, under this sell side that we marked out in the morning, right? So once we got the pang out, we get the pang out, we came down. Where is the deviation, right? Where is the deviation below? Let me extend this out a little bit so you can see. We're gonna put it at let's just put it at 4 o'clock. Let's put it at 4 o'clock. That's good. I could have extended it all the way out. I could have just did this. Extend to the right. I don't like that. You can't see the numbers anymore. Let's put it on 4 o'clock. Apply. Where is the deviation below the sell side? Right? The deviation below the sell side is right. Did I move this? Make sure I'm on the. There you go. Make sure I make sure I didn't move it. Now, when I double clicked it, it moved. Now, there you go. When I double clicked it, it moved because the line was off a little bit, right? So, right there, the deviation below the sell side, right there, it's at, you can't see it. It's at 40. It's at 40.97.13. The fib is on 13. So y'all know once it go past the number, I put it at the next thing. So if it's at 49.713, I pick 40.9725 because it's in quarters on the thing. So I pick 40.9725, right? And then that's the purge target because that's the deviation below the sell side. So that's the exact price purge target. That was my purge target. Like, you know what I'm saying? I told you I'm trying to get my ICT on, and ICT, he gives specific numbers for where he looking for the price to go and why, right? So that's the specific number I was looking for it to go to. And the why was because we purged the buy side, right? We got the pang out, right? Once we got the pang out, right, it gave us the retracement entry. Now it giving you an entry. Where can you expect it to go? from my entry, I can expect it to go down there. That's my target. Now, if you didn't get this right here, you wanted more confirmation, or you missed this, right? Once you got this, bang out right there, and it started pulling back up, and you said you're going to enter on this fair value gap. Now let's look at it from that pang out, right? So go from the high, right? Go from the high to the low of the pang out, right? Then you spread it out and say, what's the deviation? What's the deviation below the what's the name? This one here give you one right on it. This leg give you one right on the sell side. The sell side is at 40.9825. When you do it from that one there, it give you one right on it. So you could have took the exact thing if you ran it from that one, or you say, what's the deviation below? You got this one here, and by the New York close, it didn't give it to you, right? Getting close to it at the 7 o'clock close, it didn't give it to you. That one there, if you wanted that one, you would have had to hold it to the next session. And me personally, I wasn't gonna hold it that long, but it did deliver the number. It came really close to it right there. That was that, like 1 tick away, 3 ticks away. No, 1 tick away. That's 1 tick away. Yeah, 1 tick away, because it went to 40.95 and that says 40.94.75. So it was 1 tick away on the between in the 7 o'clock hour. But any entry, any pullback or retracement after the pang out, what I've been doing is using those to project. Like, I'll pick the one that I want to project from, and then I use the other ones for confluence. So meaning, right? That's why I said over here. That's why I said over here, you know what I'm saying? You could have used the low. You could have used this right here, but I used this because that was after the pang out. And then you could have used this one over here too to project as like confluence. You know what I'm saying? Give you some confluence of, you know what I'm saying, where it can possibly go. You know, and then let's look at this one over here. So going from the high of the pang out leg to the entry low, right? When you look at those over there and match those up to see, it's a lot going on. I jalapies. So let me see if I could times this 1022. So looking at them side by side, coming from the second one there, you got one at 41.43.75. That would have been a target off of this one. 41.43.75 would have been above the stop, the sell stop. The first one gave you 41.45.25 off the first one that I used. The second one would have given you 41.31.75. So I use the ones after the pang out. You know what I'm saying? The same way over here in the evening. Like the first one would have gave you the target that I was shooting for, and the second one would have gave you right at the sell side, right? Right at the sell side. So we've been on here for 50 minutes. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, me breaking down why I put those on there and why I was using them. Hopefully that helped somebody. Do we got any questions related to what I was talking about? Do we got any questions related to what I was talking about? Or do we got any questions relate about anything? Any questions about anything? Since we've been on here for 50 minutes already, I'm gonna do this right here. Boom. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. If anybody want to pull up and ask anything, if anybody want to pull up and ask anything, anybody want to pull up and share anything, the link is in the chat. I give it about 5 more minutes. You're welcome. You're welcome, RM. You're welcome, Audrey. I give about 5 more minutes. Was this helpful to anybody? If this was helpful, put a 1 in the chat if it was helpful. If it's kind of foggy and you're not really clear on what I said, put a 2 in the chat. You're welcome. Thanks, Tim. But where is Robinson when we need him? Robinson ain't in here tonight. Robinson ain't in here tonight. Well, I see a lot of 1s, so everybody understands. What did I say 1s was? Baby, what did I say 1s was? No, that ain't what I said, babe. That was way earlier, baby. I said 1 was, I said 1 was if y'all understood, and 2 if y'all wasn't clear. Oh, did I say 1 was helpful? I think I said 1 was, I can't remember what I said, man. I can't remember what I said. Anyway, understood. Okay, 1 if you understood. Oh, the soul glow just bust me in the face. The soul glow just bust me in the face. Golly. 1 was if we understood. Okay. All right. Does anyone know how to set fibs on TOS? Mine does not. You must be new here. Look, we went through this last night. We figured this out last night. Somebody asked me to go. I learned how to do it last night on Thinkorswim. Oh, we did this last. See what happened when you play hooky? See what happened when last night we sat here and I figured out, because I was like, this Thinkorswim driving me crazy. I was like, how do y'all use this? It was driving me crazy. I was like, how do y'all use this? This is absolutely crazy. Hold on. Let me see here. Share screen. I said, this is absolutely crazy. Now watch, I can't remember. Watch, I can't remember how to do it. Yesterday morning, that was the members live. Oh, that was the members live. It was in the member live. Oh, that's where it was. Okay, I jollipies Lil Hawk. Lil Hawk, you not a black spider? Lil Hawk not a black spider? I jollipies Lil Hawk. My bad. Well, it was in drawings, right? Drawings. Yes, the percent. Okay. The percent. Oh my God, here we go. Drawings. Do I just click it once? This is what I was going through yesterday. Percent. Now it say I'm on the percent. Do I just click it? Oh, you just click it. Okay, you just click it. All right, see? There you go. Now, how do I get back to the finger? Okay. Oh my God. Can I move the screen? How do I move the screen? Like I can't just, there's no way just to grab the screen. Oh my God. How do y'all use Thinkorswim? There's no way. Oh, there it is. So a whole shift. Put it on the, so I got to put it on the finger. If I want to move the screen, I got to put it on the finger. Oh no, I don't. Yeah. Okay. So I got to put it on the finger to move the screen. Okay. All right. So Lil Hawk, you see mine already set like that, right? Move the screen, use the hand. Then tap to start the field. Okay. All right. So Lil Hawk, this how you do it. So you get your fib, right? Once you get your fib, mine already like that, right? So inside the fibs, and Thinkorswim, they go. I like this interface on Thinkorswim. You can make it look however you want to look. You can extend to the right if you want to extend to the right. If you want to turn it off, you can turn it off where it won't extend to the right, like that right there. You know what I'm saying? I like the interface on ThinkSwim. Let's extend to the right. You can change the style of the lines. You see how I got my 0 and my 100 thicker, right? I got them thicker for my 0 and 100, so I know like the base. This is for the slant. This right here down here is for the slant, but this is where the magic happens, right? You pick which levels you want to show, right? You pick which levels you want to show. You can add levels. If you hit add curve, you can add levels in there, right? Let's just say I want to keep going up. I got it at 200. I got it at 200 right now. So I added 2 more levels, and I'll put negative 2.5 and negative 3, because I like to do mine in negative. I do mine in negative so that it shows me in the direction I want to go, right? It showed me because when you click the anchor, that's 100, and when you pull it, that's the 0. And whichever way you pulling it, I want it to show me in the direction I'm pulling. So that's why I do mine as negatives, right? Then you hit OK, boom. You see how it's got the 250 and 300 up there? I didn't change the colors, so that's why it looked like that. But if I would have went in there and change, and then they put it in order for you. Ninja Trader don't put it in order. Ninja Trader don't put it in order for you, but they put theirs in order for you once you go in there and set it right there. Boom. And if you want to do it, if you want your fibs to run like both directions, right? You just put positive numbers in there where you put I got 0.5. You'll put 1.25. I mean 1.5. I said 2.5. 1.5. Cheese and rice. 1.5. 2.0. And then 2.5. Right? And then we're gonna leave them red. Right? If you want your fibs to go both ways, right? Hit OK. Boom. And then now you see the fib run both ways. Like, I don't want my fibs to run both ways, so I don't do mine like that. But if you want yours to run both ways, you just put positive numbers. If you want yours to just run in one direction, you either put only positive numbers or only negative numbers, right? If you want yours to run backwards for some reason, you just put positive numbers. If you want yours to move in a direction where you're pulling the fib, you will put negative numbers. So, it said I use Think TOS, but Trading View spoiled me. Oh, you was gonna rewatch it tonight. Okay, did that help, Lil Hulk? Are you good? We done took up all the time with Lil Hulk question. We finna go ahead and call it now. Did that help, Lil Hulk? I'm about to get out of this TOS because it's giving me a headache. Got it. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let me see if this right here stayed on the right thing. Let me see if I can do this right. Click. There you go. Why you didn't tell me that from the beginning, Marco? That's so easy now. You just got to click. Is there a shortcut to getting back to this stuff? Is there a way to like put this menu right here, like on the side somewhere, so I don't have to, you won't have to always click that? So you ain't got to always click that? Or is it like, do they got shortcuts? No, they don't have like shortcut keys. Anyway, hey man, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. As always, don't put off till tomorrow what you can say today, man. Take advantage of today. If your loved ones are still with us, let them know that you love them. Don't just say it, don't just show it. Say it, show it, and confirm it. Because you can be doing all you can to show your love, but if you're not speaking in their love language, they may not be receiving that love that you're trying to share. Say it, show it, and confirm it. Nobody's promised tomorrow. If your parents are still alive, call them. Hey, mama, hey, daddy, I love you. Thinking about you. What you doing today? Want to go do lunch? Whatever. If you got grown kids, call them, text them, tell them you love them. You know what I'm saying? The kids that's in the house with you right now, tell them that you love them. When I drop my kids off at school every single day, when they're getting ready to get out the car, I got is verbatim. They know it verbatim. Matter of fact, my youngest son, Christopher, he be trying to beat me to the punch. But when I'm dropping him off, I'll be like, hey, son, I love you. Go and do great and wonderful things at blah, blah, blah school. I'll see you at blah, blah time. Hey, son, love you very much. Go and do great and wonderful things at blah, blah, blah middle school. I'll see you at blah, blah, blah time. Every single day. That's our routine when they're getting out the car. Good night, son. I love you. Good morning, son. I love you. When my wife going off to work every day, if sometimes she be trying to let me sleep in, but if I happen to wake up when she moving around, I walk out to her car, take her bags out there with her. I'll be like, hey, baby, I love you. Have a good day. Enjoy your day. Go do great and wonderful things. Take advantage of today because ain't nobody promised tomorrow. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for always hanging out with me, man. Y'all don't know how much this means to the old man. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. I know we was on here a long time. We was on here for an hour. I said I was going to try to keep the episodes down to 30 minutes that night, but it took me longer than 30 minutes to break that down. I probably could have said it a lot quicker, but I like to try to give as much detail as possible about what's going on in my head to help somebody get that light bulb moment. I saw the homie Father Legends put a light bulb in the chat one time, and that's why I do it, trying to help somebody get that aha moment. But y'all enjoy y'all families, enjoy y'all dinner. I'll see y'all in the morning. I don't know if ICT gonna be going live in the morning. He been going live like every day. Today he has some issues with his YouTube, so I don't know if he gonna be going live. But if he going live, I advise you to be tapped into his lives because it's like the value in it. Shout out Lex, man. Shout out my daughter Alexandra Cartwright. Alexandra Cartwright hurt my feelings tonight. Not seriously. She put out a tweet talking about it be grown men on Twitter riding ICT meet. Let me see what she said. She said, oh, AJ text me. What AJ talk about? AJ text me. Appreciate y'all being a real one. Hit them 7 tips. Oh, okay then. I got to holler at AJ. I ain't talked to AJ in a minute. That's another one of my internet daughters. I can't find it. I can't find it quick enough. So it is what it is. I can't find it quick enough, so it is what it is. That's what she said. Oh, there it is right there. I love, and I'm grateful for ICT just like the next person. But folks be grown amen on here riding this man meat, and it gives me secondhand embarrassment. And I said, I don't know if y'all can see what that is right now, but I said, LMAO at this tweet, my slightly offended inner ICT fanboy. It is a picture of men on films. This men on films clutch the pearls. Clutch the pearls. I said, I was slightly offended. I was slightly offended because I felt attacked. I felt attacked. I was slightly offended. I felt attacked. Cause I was like, look here, man. Where we at? Oh, look, come here. I was like, I'm finna let y'all go for real. Y'all know I can't leave. But I was slightly offended. I clutched the pearls. And then she said, I need you to stand up. We do not know that man. And then I put on there with New Jack City. It just be calling me, man. It be calling me. I need help. I don't know what these people did to be riding ICT jock. We about to leave, Michelle. We about to leave. Just because Michelle popped in pulling the Robinson, we fun to go. That's it. The live stream over. I'll see y'all in the morning for the overnight price. Heck, yo, I'm gone, man. Yeah.